it was a massive moment, I think, because I've been always telling, and we know about this, that we have been doing well in the shorter format, but Test cricket was the one that we really wanted to do well.
The context is that England, I think, had played Bangladesh 9 times before that game in Test, and they'd won every time. There hadn't even been a draw.
In the biblical story involving David and Goliath, a young boy defeats a 9-foot-tall giant armed with a slingshot and 5 stones. In the case of Bangladesh versus England, the Asian underdogs were armed with 11 large hearts and a ducker pitch that was spitting fire. It's been 16 years since Bangladesh played their first Test match, and in that time, the only teams they have managed to beat are Zimbabwe and West Indies. The first Test against England in the 2016 series ends in heartbreak for the hosts as they fall 22 runs short in an heroic chase. The second is a fairy tale.
Bangladesh waited a long time to score a Test match victory against one of the, I suppose, one of the more successful nations in Test match cricket, particularly one of the top 3.
Bangladesh bat first on a pitch that's almost certain to deteriorate from the second day onwards.
I was lucky enough, I thought, played some risky shot that all paid off, and I got my 100. I think that 100 was very, very special to me. Probably one of the best 100 that I've scored, and the way I've batted. I think it's a very special innings.
Tamim finishes with 104, but Bangladesh end up with an under par total after a spectacular collapse sees them fall from 171 for 1 to 220 all out.
So when I started batting, I got my first run, I think, on the 17th ball or 16th ball, and from there on I just tried to bat as aggressively as possible, because I know the more I batted in that wicket, it is only going to be difficult.
Tamim is right, as the wickets continue to tumble when England come into bat. But a 9th wicket stand worth 99 between Chris Woakes and Adil Rashid gives the visitors a crucial 24-run lead. Bangladesh attacked the second innings much like they did the first, by attacking. Tamim, Imran Keys, Mamadullah and Shakib all come up with handy contributions as Bangladesh rattle up 296 at almost 4.5 runs and over. England need 273 to win, and we're set for a dramatic finale. Alistair Cook and Ben Duckett put on 100 for the opening wicket, and England seem in control of the chase. Then everything turns on its head.
It was really dramatic, and I think England lost 10 wickets in a session, may have been 9, but I think it was 10, against a 19-year-old spinner, most of them.
The 19-year-old is Mehdi Hassan Miraz, an off-spinner who England just can't deal with. He picked up 6 wickets in the first innings and gets another half dozen in the second.
As it became apparent that Bangladesh were going to beat England, all the houses and the rooftops around the ground started to fill up with people who couldn't necessarily spare the time or the money to come into the ground, but were just incredibly passionate about the result. And it was wonderful to see. I mean, it didn't matter which country you wanted to win at the start of the game. You could not be anything but delighted for Bangladesh and the depth of feeling, the pride that they had for that victory.
Cook and Bucket had both scored half centuries, but the next highest score is Ben Stokes with 25. None of the other 8 batsmen get to double figures, with 4 of them falling for ducks. Bangladesh, understandably, are in party mode.
And that the win against England was perhaps not unexpected, given the conditions and the way that England had played on the trip. But it was celebrated no less enthusiastically because of that point.
It was really lovely to see, and they were quite an entertaining sight to watch as well. And it was just further proof that they're developing into a really good, strong side in all formats. And at home in particular, they're really, really tough to play against.
Tamim and Bangladesh proved that this win over a top-quality Test team was more than just a flash in the pan, beating Australia in a home series soon after.
Bangladesh have taken a while since their introduction to kind of really live up to their potential, and wins like that will only sort of strengthen them and strengthen their resolve to be a major player in Test match cricket in the years to come.
That innings and that win will be in our heart for sure.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.